Yo, 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 what is up? What is up, everybody? How we doing? All right, let me get this all dialed in. Pin to your profile. All righty. So we are live on X. We're live on Pump. Yeah, live on Pump Fun. That's good. Let me get this all settled. How are we doing, everybody? How are we doing? Just gotta post this real quick. All right. So, got everything settled. I can now start to look at the chat. All right. Perfect. So, as you guys know, whoa. Okay, never mind. I thought the front of the port on my Mac was lighting up, or like I plugged my headphones in, and it looked like it was glowing, and then I realized it's the light from one of the other things I have plugged in. But forget about that. So, if you guys are new to the platform, don't know what we're doing, you just discovered us on X, YouTube, Pumped Up Fun, whatever channel you're discovering us on. My name is Jordan. I am the founder and CEO of CLIPIT. And what CLIPIT is it's AI content engine. So you'll be able to take long form video, podcast, YouTube video, whatever it may be, upload it into our platform, whether it's on your device or if it's on YouTube, if it's on Twitch, if it's on Pumped Up Fun, if it's on Google, if it's in a Google Drive link, if it's on X, you'll be able to extract that, and then it gets dropped into our platform. Then from there, we have an AI agent that takes that video, grabs the transcript, looks at the video, and then from there, you can prompt it. You can prompt the AI exactly what you want, what kind of clips you want, the duration, and what caption styles you would like. And then from there, you're going to get clips. And they're custom tailored to your prompting, as well as we have kind of a quick clip method where you can go in and just kind of get whatever the clips the AI presents to you. Or you can then get those clips from the AI and then go a little bit further, hop into our advanced editor. And from there, you'll be able to ultimately edit it to your liking. So that's kind of what we're doing. Another big thing about our platform is we have an AI agent built into the platform. So we have an agent that we call Clippy, and Clippy essentially has all the context around your video. It knows what the transcript is, has a bunch of different tools you can call. You can think of it as Claude Code for video editing. Another reason why that's important is because we've seen a lot of stuff around agents editing videos or clipping videos. And a lot of that is done through API keys that they'll pass to an OpenClaw or a Hermes agent, or whatever harness someone's using. And from there, it then gets access to some skills or another site that's APIs, and that's how they clip it. Our platform is different. We have that, so if you guys are tuning in or brand new, we have integrated API key for a Hermes agent. So if you have a Hermes agent already set up, you can also give that to your Hermes agent and allow it to clip with our platform. The other big thing is we have that agent built into the platform. So if you're someone who can't afford it, OpenClaw, can't afford a Hermes, or just don't want to set it up, or you just don't want to deal with all of that, we have an agent built into the platform that's going to allow you guys to do the same exact things. Has over 20 different tools you can use. Anything from as simple as titling your video to cutting a video to adding B-roll to adding thumbnails, and planning your content out. And now we've also integrated publishing, so you can add your social media accounts and publish directly at our site. Clip, you'll also be able to do that for you as well. So that's kind of who we are, what we're doing, what we're building. We're in the Pumped Up Fun Hackathon, and one of the cool really things we're doing as well is we have an auto live streaming clipping feature that's only for admins right now, so only me and Nick can do it. But if you're on Pumped Up Fun it can watch the live stream and get clips for you like that, which I will show you guys here. So that's kind of the intro of who we are, what we're building, we're doing. And if you guys are new to this, these live streams that I do, ultimately, it's one of the ways you can just learn how to use a product. I try to like walk people through the steps, how to do it, where to get credits, and we just kind of test stuff out here. And new features. If I have a new feature, I'll come in here and show you guys a new feature, and we'll talk about roadmap, where we're going, where we're heading. So that's we do that. But we also too, while stuff's loading, we just kind of mess around. Whether there's news, whether we find something funny, whether it's something relatable to content generation. That's kind of what we do. With that being said, I'm gonna pull up the product here. All right. So we got that product up. So this is your dashboard, right? So if you guys are new to the product, don't know what it is, when you sign up, you can sign up with 2 ways: email or with a wallet. Either one you want, doesn't matter. And then from there, you'll come to our dashboard. There's a little tour if you want to know. You can take here. It will walk you through exactly what you can do. We have CLIPIT down here. Goes all through these, tells you about your social publishing as well. So we have a little interactive video there that I hope is helpful. Part of our roadmap, as you guys know, is to ultimately refresh this overall user experience and get it all dialed in. But so let's look for a video. A couple things. Let's look for a video. And then while that's kind of loading, I wonder if I saved anything. Yeah, let's look for a video. Normally we'll just come across something and we'll start clipping a video. And then from there, that's kind of cool to see. That timeline's pretty sick. Look at all that. That is pretty cool. All right. Let's see if we can find a good video to clip. Oh, what is this? Okay, let's grab this. This looks interesting.
Those ideas for every one of those scale reactor.
Yeah, let's choose. Hang on, my headphones are all. I don't know why I can't hear it in these headphones. All right, I gotta hang on, guys. Sorry, I gotta plug this into this one. I think. Maybe.
Often in the U.S., an AP1000 Westinghouse gigawatt scale rod that goes into a reactor.
So let's maybe grab this video. This is Scott Nolan, founder CEO of General Matter, partner, Founders Fund, engineer, SpaceX. We'll save this one. We'll come back to it and see if we can find, and maybe see if we can find something better. But what is this? What Opus 4.7 this week? We'll get to that a little bit later. What is this? Full Claude AI course. I don't think that's going to be. It's going to be kind of boring. So I'm trying to find something that's a little better. What is this? It's 29 hours ago. Who is this? Oh, Snapchat. Okay, this should be interesting. Let's grab this one. Okay, we'll paste that directly into our site now. Get that dialed in. Now this is gonna load. This is gonna download and extract. One of the things. So I'm gonna duplicate this tab. One of the things I wanted to see is I saw this. I know we've been talking about. There is, yeah, this is crazy. Thought there was something about There it is. This is what I want to see. OpenAI's chief revenue officer is telling employees that Anthropic is juicing its ARR by $8 billion. That's definitely something. So that's processing sick. That's crazy because I know we've all been seeing Claude has just been destroying the kind of AI game. I'm wondering what it is. It's because how they count cloud share revenue. Microsoft has limited OpenAI's enterprise reach, and they're leaning on AWS Bedrock instead. Huh. That's funny. I'm curious to see what the whole what it's going to be like between these companies, like who's attacking who, right? Who's going to come for the other person, or if they're going to do the same exact things, and it just depends on who wants to use what. I will say, sorry, I gotta mix that up. Isn't there? What is this? Is that not how video launches? I don't even. Is that an L-Sing? I-Sing? The world's first open source AI model is built to accelerate useful quantum computers. Huh. That's crazy. Does NVIDIA not have a... Did I spell it wrong? Oh. So like they have to have an X page, right? Quantum and AI are coming together in powerful new ways with NVIDIA. Is it L-Sing?
Latest in AI technology.
This might be ready. All right. We'll take a break on that while this is going. All right. So let's say I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna tweak this. Find viral hooks. Find viral clips with strong scroll stopping hooks. Strong scroll opening hooks. All right, we'll go 60 seconds. This will be posted on X. And then if we get any good ones, we'll transfer to 9x16 and post it directly. Our our publishing, our X API is still on the way. So once that is integrated as well, we're going to post directly from X to X. Sorry, not from X to X. All right. So while this is loading, let's go look back at what that was. Open source AI model using I-Sing and transform quantum computer by using agentic AI to solve its most complex challenges like real-time error correction. Wonder if there's a video or something, like a keynote. Here. Yeah.
Goes throughout RLA. One is if your model
different. Thought maybe it was like a keynote. Okay, sick. What is this called? Zero shot? Whoa, Eclipse? What is this? I got itch. Oh. All right. I can't find it. Oh, sick. That was fast. All right. So we got some clips. So we got 15. Why we turned down 1 billion. Interesting. All right. Well, let's see what this does. All right. Curious to see what these are about. Another one. Yeah, we'll save this one too. We'll look at this one. New version of Claude Code in the. Who is this guy? Oh, okay. New version of Claude Code in the desktop app has been redesigned from the ground up for parallel work. Going to be a lot faster. So they added Claude Code into the desktop, huh? That's sick. I'll have to ask Nick about that. Did that just go back down to 0? No, it didn't. I was like, did that just go back down? Okay, so that's 75. I want to see what this one is, though. This is the main one I want to see. Oops.
Two of your entrepreneur heroes. And Steve Jobs makes sense, my entrepreneur hero too. But you mentioned this guy named Edwin Land. And I'm reading this and I'm like, how the fuck does a 21-year-old kid even know who Edwin Land is? I've done like 10 podcasts on him, read every single biography. Tell me how you discovered Edwin Land and what you admired about him.
Yeah, I think, he's so central to the history of photography. And so, as we've set out to try to reinvent the camera and how people express themselves with the camera, we studied a lot, about the evolution of the camera over time. I mean, one of the funny stories that we found.
Okay. Let's look at it.
Working on.
If you if you were an alien, you came to Earth. I remember walking, to pick up my daughter from school. You could either sit in the car line, right? Or you could get out and pick them up. And this is many years ago. And so I was like, I'm going to walk. And I passed by 30 cars and every single person in the line waiting to pick up their kid was staring at the phone. I'm like, that's not that's an addiction. That is a crazy thing. I was walking on the beach here the other day. This lady almost ran into me. This is a beautiful freaking beach. And she almost ran into me because she was looking at the phone. I was like, there's mountains and the Pacific Ocean here. What are you doing? That's a crazy thing to do. Is there anything else from Edwin Land that that inspired you or that you?
Okay. I want to see what this first one is. Done. One's at 88. One's still at 90. What was that? Oh, sick. Hold up, guys. We got it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, ladies and gentlemen. I just got a message. Oh, what just happened? No, there it is. Just got a message from somebody important. Let's just say that. All right. Means I gotta pay attention because I'll miss him. Hold up. Make sure we're live here. There we go. Okay. Why return on $1 billion? Interesting.
I'm inspired by other people. I'm inspired by the extraordinary world
Why
that
is it doing that?
have created. I'm inspired by the relationships between people and my relationships with other people. And so much of what motivates me and animates what I like to do is about making people's lives better, right? And solving their problems. I mean, that's, we all get to choose what we do when we get up in the morning. That's what I like to do and what I want to contribute to the world. And I think, the challenging thing I think is, sometimes when you're working on new technology, it's so exciting and inspiring that you can lose focus on its impact on people. And I think we try to start with people, right? And really listen to people and what they respond to, how they're feeling about the products they're using. I mean, that's one of the, that was the core inspiration of stories, right? It was, people were saying, why is my social media feed in reverse chronological order? Why is it permanent? Why am I feeling judged all the time, by how many likes or comments I have? That made us realize like the way that people have told stories forever.
Oh, what is up?
What up?
How we doing?
I'm pretty good. Just finished lunch. Saw you was on. Figured I'd stop by.
Sick. All right. So I've noticed one thing, and I didn't notice this last night. But so first of all, this clip is a little weird. It says why we turn on 1 billion, but if we watch it, it doesn't talk about 1 billion. So I don't know if that's before or after. But the issue I saw was watch the captions here.
I'm inspired by other people.
Oops.
I'm inspired by, the extraordinary world that humans have created. I'm inspired by the relationships between people and my relationships with other people.
See,
And
they
so
keep shrinking there.
so much of what motivates me and animates what I like to do is about making people's lives
And they
better,
snap.
right? And solving their problems. I mean, that's, we all get to choose what we do when we get up in the morning. Like that's what I like to do and what I want to contribute to the world. And I think, the
Is it
challenge-
resetting the size?
sometimes when
Yeah.
you're working on new technology, it's so
Interesting.
That's
exciting
100.
that you can
Yeah.
lose focus
A
on
little weird.
its impact on people. And I think we try to start with people, right? And really listen to people and what they respond to, how they're feeling about the products they're
What if it
using. I
is
mean,
the
that's
opposite?
one of the, that was the core inspiration of stories, right? It was,
Yeah.
people were saying, why is my social media feed in reverse chronological order? Why is it permanent? Why am I feeling judged all the time?
I wonder if it's at a certain, every 15 seconds or something to that effect. And that would kind of make sense to me because that would mean, so like whenever we're rendering the clips, it's being done through Lambda's AWS server that I was explaining.
Oh.
And so if it were to render certain sections of a clip and it may be treating them as like more independent start-stop points internally
Makes
somehow.
sense.
That's the only thing that comes to mind right now. So that's what I'm going to look at here in a little bit.
Sick. All right. Let's see. What is this one about?
Well, I think there's a big difference between kind and nice.
Okay.
Huge
explain.
difference. When you're being kind, it means you really want the best for somebody, right? And sometimes that means a tough conversation. Sometimes that means saying, we're just not there yet on this project we're working on. Or, hey, the way that you delivered that like really isn't working, or whatever it is. Nice is about making people feel good, right? Kind is about wanting the best for them. And so I think for us, our culture is oriented around kindness, which is a much deeper expression of care for somebody else and involves tough conversations. One of the great things about having a best friend or, about your shortcomings and help you evolve and make you better.
This is the Snapchat dude, the CEO of Snapchat. I think the founder too. But then I just stumbled across. But a lot of it is, to be honest, doesn't have any good takes.
You're boring, bro. I'm just kidding.
Well, I wonder if I do this, if I have it find better clip. Maybe I just prompted the wrong moments. Find me clips that talk about Snapchat. Why not? Let's just see. I have some rendering anyway, so we'll see how this goes. That was quick. Did like 3 clips in a row. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Let's see if this will adjust it a little more. I think it will. Evan Spiegel. That's cool that you can see what it's thinking about. I like that. And that you even can see what's the dude's name.
Well, it's like internal monologue for each LLM that's in
Pretty
process.
sick. We're getting to a point where this thing's about to be real good.
Be real nice, real nice.
Right? All right. Score and create these clips. Perfect. Look like I just created 4 more. Possibly. I think so. Oh no, it created 7. Oh geez. Oh, found 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, what is this one? Keyword meditation changed my life. I don't think that's the one it wanted to generate. Okay, here we go. Snapchat. And this one, nope. This one, sweet. What is this one?
Problem in Snapchat? Is that how you organize your day? Like how do you go about this?
What is happening?
Okay, I heard you on another podcast say that like you kind of get turned on.
Hold up. I think it's because it's all processing at the same time. We refresh it. Hey. Here we go.
Problem in Snapchat? Is that how you organize your day? Like how do you go about this? Okay, I heard you on another podcast
Weekend.
say that like you kind of get turned on. You didn't use these words, but like you're like attracted to hard problems. Like it's like you want like difficulty. You want to spend your time solving.
What is happening?
Dude, I think it's because I have everything rendering at the same time while trying to play this. That's the guess. See that?
Don't.
Let's see.
Solving the hardest problems.
I think it's
It's
absolutely essential.
doubling it.
But it could be because I have all of this going on at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, if it overwhelms the server, yeah, but that shouldn't be overwhelming it with that. Because we can handle, like, it scales up when we need more load, it scales itself up, so there's something wrong with that though.
Okay. Let's see. Starting from the top.
Problem in Snapchat? Is that how you organize your day? Like how do you go about this?
Oh my god. Does a refresh fix this?
We could try it. But these are like, hang on. I want to see what it says here. Okay, there's 2 pending, 3 processing. One's 125 seconds. One is 11 seconds. One is 6 seconds.
Processing means being rendered actively, pending is just in the queue.
So I did a 6 seconds, 11 seconds, 125, 78. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it fixed it. Think it was this one? Yeah.
It looked like all of them were doing it.
Problem in Snapchat? Is that how you
What?
you organize your day? Like how do you
What?
how do you go about this?
It's just pausing playing.
Okay, I heard you on another podcast say that like
Okay.
I don't even know if it, I didn't even see that. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, this is new to me. Let me go see if it's doing it for me.
I bet you it's just because I have all that rendering, dude. Which is good to know, but
Yeah, but like, why? Like, I've never seen it do that before with other tests and things. All right.
maybe it's just that clip.
You would just be looking at a ton of work.
Nope. Let me know what you're experiencing there.
Hold on, let me try this another one. Okay, so mine, it's not as bad as yours, but it's still like it's double speaking. All right, let me pull some logs and see what's going
problem
on.
in Snapchat? Is that how you
Interesting. Well, because the only thing we changed was the edit, right? Like edit.
Yeah, I pushed that last night, and then it was working before that, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was even working last night.
So, okay. So the edit fix maybe it may be polling the transcript. I wonder if it's because we have two transcripts. I wonder if it's polling both of them.
Because of this one.
And yeah, let me look into that. That sounds more likely.
Probably, I would assume. But I still have one more clip processing, and then I'll try it.
Well, I just went to my advanced editor and used one of the clips that I was testing the other day, and it was double speaking on that one when it wasn't just yesterday. So, but it wasn't as bad as yours. It was like every 7 or 8 seconds. I mean, it was the Mikey and Jesse's podcast, and it was just like Mikey would just double speak one word, and that was it. But
good to know. You know what I haven't tested I want to try here is these buttons.
yeah, play with those a little bit, see how they work. Be good to know. The thumbnail should work now.
We'll try it.
I had an issue with that yesterday. It was timing itself out, but that was mainly because it was expecting the image model to bring back the thumbnail within a certain time frame, and then when it didn't bring it back in that time frame, it tried to proceed with the rest of the steps and realized it couldn't, so it just silently failed the whole thing. It was just kind of endlessly processing. So I had to go and fix that loop. And that was mainly because I switched the image models recently, and the new one it takes a little bit longer than the old one does. So those timings were just a little off.
Just dialing the clocks.
Yep, a lot of balancing things.
Flipping and making sure when you change something, you got to change the rest.
That's how it's so big of a project. You change one thing, that
You
one
gotta
thing
change
is
everything.
well, it's got at least a few more things that have to be done from there.
Or like that one thing was tied into this thing, which we didn't know was tied into this thing, and then that thing was tied into this thing, and then you have to like go through and fix all the holes. Yeah.
Yep.
I figure, especially because you were saying this project is like massive.
It's massive for sure. I may put that on my to-do list to go see how many lines of code the whole project is, because I'm pretty sure it's close to 150,000 or more lines of code.
In terms of projects that you've worked on, what is the biggest project, and where does this stack up to? That you can talk about, because I'm sure there's some stuff that you're like, I can't disclose.
Well, there's one other product that I've put together that's roughly just as big. I would say this platform is probably got a little bit more of features that you can do on it, like usability and everything, just because the other one was for a specific corporate client, and they wanted, their own dashboard of very specific things. But the degree to which that was built is fairly complicated and complex, and so it was kind of similar to putting together the CLIPIT platform. But CLIPIT itself, it's got close to 700 commits on it so far in GitHub, and like it's just growing every day.
Dude,
like I said, it's probably close to 150,000, if not more, lines of code on it, and you've seen the Obsidian graph of everything, how crazy it is.
It's insane. Every day I look at it, it seems like something gets added. All right, sweet. So I got some B-roll. Looks like it wants to do 3. Or no, maybe it's suggesting me 3 different ones. Break wall, bottleneck flow, precision assembly, and then suggested placements. The 3 places it recommends. Got it. Makes sense.
And if you want, which I don't know how you're going to go forward from here with it, but you can see how it says which concepts would you like to do. Well, okay, yours doesn't give you just tell me to start. So like last time I had it basically do some stuff for me, Clippy responded at the end of it. It said, would you like me to proceed with these next steps? And it outlined like 3 or 4 different things. And I was thinking, I was like, Well, this is Clippy taking initiative here, where I no longer have to be the one that says, yeah, let's now go do this and then go do that and go do this. It already outlined its next steps, and it
Yeah.
said just say yes and I'll get started. So I literally said yes, do that. And then it literally started working on, it was resizing the video for me. It's a 9:16.
Wow.
It was it wanted to create the thumbnail for it, then it wanted to put together the post for it, and then it wanted to actually schedule it on TikTok for me. And so
Wow.
I just told it yes, let it go, and then just started doing the thing.
Really? It just started.
That's when it timed out on the thumbnail, but it was doing it until it timed out.
Okay, sick. I think I had something similar on stream, and that's when I sent you the thing, and we figured out that it was sending images over instead of the actual video. But I think I had that similar thing where it was like, "What do you want me to do with this next?" And it just is like, "Should I do this?" Okay, let's see which one I should do. Concept 2 at 48 seconds. I feel like we just gotta do the start. What does he even say?
Problem in Snapchat? Is that how you organize your day? Like, how do you go about this?
Look, we're fine.
I heard you on another podcast say that like you kind of get turned on. You didn't use these words.
What do
I
you
told you,
mean
dude.
we're fine?
I think it's the render, dude.
But like you're like attracted to hard problems. Like you want like difficulty. You want to spend your time solving the hardest problems.
I think it's absolutely essential
I think we're good.
for us to go after solving.
We're not good. It happened.
Sorry. Well, but at least I thought it was because of the render, because there was so much going on. You know what I mean?
Mine's still skipping a bit.
Problems, especially as we look at like the long term.
So I'm going to apply this B-roll, but I also want to see, the one thing I want to test first is if I want to see if I can change. I know probably none of these are spelt wrong, but I want to see if it adjusts here. I think ultimately, let's see if I can just do. The one thing I think we need to either, I don't know. I'm thinking because we have like click to change color, right? And then we have, which I don't know. Have you tested that recently? I don't know if I have. I test this to red.
Not recently, but does it show up in captions?
That's what I'm.
Value is.
No, so it's still red or white. So we don't. I think I'm trying to think what's the best way, because we have like click to change the color, which is cool. Which is we just need to dial that in. But for the double click, I'm almost thinking we should just do like it says enter to save. Okay, but sometimes I think and like this one opened up above. So I wonder. Okay, that one opened up the correct way. But I wonder if we just want to like make a pencil or something. I don't know. Just something to like one click. But let's see if I can like maybe if I should be able to remove the period, hit enter. No, and see it track.
Created. So I think
I didn't see a period on the.
I didn't see a period on the caption either. Let me see if I go here. I wonder if I can remove like one of these words. Okay, let's remove a word that'll be obvious. Let's just remove about. Let's see what happens.
how can we make our community, our customers' lives better? And what are some really, really hard problems that we think we can uniquely solve?
I meant more about like the existing problems in like how you spend your time, how you allocate your time is a better word.
Where did I miss it?
The existing problems in the.
Hold up. I missed it. Oh, here. We'll just go like this. Remove Elon. Hit enter. That's that there.
But, so like Elon's famous for like what is.
Yeah, it didn't show up there.
Yeah.
But it shows up here still, which I mean, I guess makes sense because it's technically still there, but it's not part of the like caption. But nice. So now if I type Elon back in, I go here.
Is the bottleneck here?
No.
and like I'll find out in my entire.
Okay, beside the point. So, and I'm curious to ask you. So the timeline. Are we just gonna in the new UI add this in essentially? Since it's gonna be a whole refresh, might as well just loop that in, right?
Yeah, that's what I was planning on.
Sick. I also agree. I was just curious. If you guys don't know, Nick has been heads down. He has done upgrades to the agent experience, added in social publishing, little things like transcript fixes, editing stuff, like a whole bunch of upgrades. And now one of the next big lifts that we're gonna do is I've showed a little bit of it on stream, is kind of a new UI refresh around the platform, and most of it, the main intent for it was for it to not be confusing. And we've taken a lot of the feedback we've gotten and stuff that we've experienced and kind of compiled it down into a simple UI that doesn't really change. It alters the flow a little bit, but it's going to be simpler than what we have now. So there's some stuff here. Like I said, we're still kind of in that beta phase where we're testing and getting dialed in. And then from there, you'll start to see some pretty big, drastic improvements that will be really nice. So when those all come out, it's going to be a fun day. So now let's go back to the Clippy and let's apply some of this B-roll. Let me read through these. I'm just going to say, place one at the start. Place, concept. Actually, let's do create. We'll just do concept 1 at the start of the video. Why not? Kind of want it to be at the start. I think that's the best, some of the best place for it. So we'll get Clippy to do that. And then one thing, did you see this, Nick? That just dropped. Yeah, well, no, this is here. I'll move this down here so they can.
But this is
yeah, new version of code in Cowork app. So look at this.
It says parallel work is a lot faster. That just means I'm gonna be burning my tokens faster.
Look at this. Pretty sick. This is all within Cowork.
It feels like they are creating a user-friendly version of Claude Code more than anything now.
Yep, that's what they're doing. Well, did you see the leak about there apparently there's a leak that they're
the lovable clone?
Yeah, dude. What's your thoughts on that? Better or worse, do you think? Like, do you think it's gonna be better than the other products out there?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a hit or miss with that still, because like we'll say take Replit for example. You know, they've been doing it for quite a while. They were one of the first few to, well, I won't say first few, they were one of the early ones to really build out an agentic vibe coder solution that's more so for general public, not developers. Just because like they already had the templates in place for a lot of different frameworks, so they knew how it was supposed to come together. So they just built an agent experience around that. And I think what Claude or what Anthropic is doing is, I mean, it's just trying to simplify the barrier of entry for creating these types of things. But one thing that needs to be pointed out though is, like right now, like we all know that Claude's great at, well, Claude has been great at code. I won't say it's great right now. Claude's currently banned from coding in my house. But it used to be great at coding at one point, and it's still on top for a lot of other things like the logic and processing. But Claude is also what powers Replit. It is what's in, well, I mean, they've got other models too, but think about it like that, where Replit's inside of Claude, it's inside of Lovable, it's inside of Bolt, you know, all these other different no-code or low-code
too, I think.
Yeah,
you can, I mean, choose models.
So it's all about how the harness is built. using Claude because like Droid for example, they have a much better version of Claude experience with Claude than Claude Code does itself. And then
Huh.
and that, it's kind of weird to say like you would think Anthropic being the ones that built the LLM, they would have the best way to communicate with it and everything else. But out of the box, Droid's a better coding agent. And so
Interesting.
we can't say that whatever they build to be a lovable clone is going to be any better because it's something that they built themselves because they've also built Claude Code and then Droid's still better using the same model. Like you put
Yeah.
Opus 4.6 inside of both of them, Droid's going to come out on top every time.
Crazy. This is some of the stuff that I was seeing on here. That apparently is like what there was been leaked. So definitely interesting. Unified inference for working across many repos in the same instance. I don't know. It's definitely going to be interesting. I'm curious to see how it works, who's going to be using it. If it's actually good, like you're saying, like if it's the preferred method for this stuff. But I definitely think they are just trying to make that. I think they're just trying to nail the user experience between all of this, like you were saying. Makes sense.
I mean, whatever they put out is still going to be a great tool overall, but like, is it quote unquote better than what's available on the market elsewhere? Like they're not. This version of Claude isn't competing directly with Cursor and Windsurf and the other like real heavy coding environments like Codex even. They're competing directly with like places like Replit and Lovable and Bolt, the ones that are trying to create that environment where you don't have to know anything about development or anything to understand even how to put a database together. Like you don't have to know those things in order to build those things. It helps. It definitely comes in handy being able to be confident in what you put together, but like way that they've built these platforms is you kind of go into it as just knowing nothing at all, want to put together your own idea, see how it kind of looks, and that's the market audience that they're going for. So really they just have to compete with maybe 3 or 4 other platforms that are doing it already. And I mean, at that point it's all about the harness, who's got the better harness around it, because Replit's actually got a leg up on Anthropic because Replit's been doing a lot of hosting and development situations before AI was even a thing. So like they've been in the scene for quite a while and got a lot of additional product market fit and market share and everything.
So the harness is the real differentiator between stuff like this?
I mean, it's the differentiator between every AI system on the planet at the end of the day. Because when you think about it, like people can go out and build some fancy new bot that does something brand new that no other bots can do. Like say somebody comes up with their own OpenClaw or Hermes clone that's not even remotely, it's not the same code. It's their own code, does their own things, whatever. They're still. Let me back up a minute. Lost my train of thought. I got distracted. Too many screens over here.
Talking about the harness, you differentiate from across all of them.
Yeah, so like I mean, still at the end of the day, there's only 2, maybe 3 models that can power everything. Like we're still going to be using Opus 4.6 and GPT 5.4 or whatever the latest version of them are. Because if you're not, you have to have a really well built harness and not use those models, in order to do things. Because in order to stay competitive, you have to be with the best models, which is what every single other provider is using. They've all got GPT and Claude and Gemini baked into it. And so you're going to have to just do the exact same ones. You're going to have to do a better creative marketing push than the rest of them, just because they've already spent millions of dollars on their marketing and got their market share. And you're going to have a better harness because other people are going to feel like they've got a better experience on Replit, where it handholds you and says, hey, would you like me to deploy this for you now? Would you like a database set up for you now? You just say yes. And guess what? You've got a database. So.
And it's already there, made for you. Makes sense. All right. So it looks like B-roll is still generating. Good to know. It's going to be, I saw something too where somebody says, Opus 4.7 like this week or something.
Yeah, I saw that was coming. That's why they're like that. I saw that tweet too, where they're talking about Opus 4.5 being smarter than Opus 4.6 right now.
Well, yeah, I saw something too where it's like it started off like really good and then it's just like lost its juice. How does that even work?
There, all this is speculation. First of
Okay.
all, allegedly,
Allegedly.
they reduce the model compute, like they reduce how much effort the models are using, and they degrade it essentially in performance just to throttle back how much their systems are being hit with everything in order to make room for the new model that they're deploying and kind of get things spun up there. So it's kind of like degrading the old one while secretly spinning up the new one, and then everybody
it's what Apple does every time that new iPhone comes out.
Right. So I mean, allegedly.
Oh, my phone's gotten allegedly. Oh, my phone's gotten slower, and then you see the commercial for the brand new one, and then you're like, oh, okay, I gotta get the new one.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
So it's like the same kind of idea, where they've got the new model coming out, and we don't know that it's going to be. You'd think just because it's 4.7, it's going to be better. Like, right now we can look at Opus 4.5 and compare it to 4.6 and say that Opus 4.5 feels better just because it's not getting throttled as much.
Well, this one, it seems like it has more of a focus on tool for designing websites and presentations. So it's probably going to just be better at that, right?
It's probably like
overall
same level of intelligence, if not a slight boost, but more capable at using its like internal tool calling and different neural layers of processing information down. Probably uses less tokens per output, different things like that.
Yeah, look at this. Anthropic's upcoming design tool would pose a threat to startups like Presentation Maker, Gamma, and AI design tool Google Stitch. Problem with Google Stitch is it's free, so I don't know I don't know how it's gonna be a threat. Like, Google Stitch is free. Anybody can go to Google Stitch and just start using it. But yeah, so I saw this and I was like, huh, interesting.
Well, I mean, even Gemini 3.1 came out, it feels like a month ago now. It may not have been, I don't know, it feels forever ago. But Opus 4.6 came out after that. Opus 4.6 still couldn't do better front-end design than GPT 3.1 or Gemini 3.1. And so, like, I feel like really, if Opus 4.7 comes out and maybe it is better than GPT 5.4 or Gemini 3.1, sure, we'll give them that title. But chances are Google's already sitting on Gemini 3.2, and it's going to be just the king it right over again,
So I'm curious. The thing I've always wondered is like you were saying there, like Google being better at front end stuff. Is that just because of the stuff they've trained their AI on? Essentially, it's just Google trains it on a different data set than Anthropic would, so that it's better at some areas than Claude would ever be.
That's the majority of it. It's probably also got to do with like how it treats the design process and kind of goes into thinking about how its designs are done. Because, like, for one, they probably have trained it on, I know they have trained it on different data. And so it's kind of going in at a much more, I mean, it's Google. They've got probably way higher, cleaner, premium data to train on than somebody like Anthropic does, who literally probably just scraped every bit of what they had from the start, like just scraping all of Reddit and all of LinkedIn and all of everything else. That's how most of them got their start. They scraped the internet for everything that they could and then treated it as training data, and it caused a big uproar in the beginning, but now everybody's like,
I remember seeing something. I remember, was it OpenAI that got in trouble for or authors were upset because it was like they were uploading whole books or something?
Yeah, it was like they were plagiarizing books for the other authors had wrote, and people were basically getting exact quotes from those books, like, and it was rewriting the quotes into new books for them and everything.
I know this was a while ago, but I got to find it. What does Google say? OpenAI is heavily involved in ongoing litigation regarding use of copyrighted books to train its LLMs. Lawsuits from authors and publishers arguing this process constitutes copyright infringement. OpenAI argued that its use of such data is protected under the fair use doctrine, claiming it's highly transformative. That's funny. And I knew this was like a while ago. Active lawsuits, the Authors Guild, pirated book data sets. Did you see? I don't know if you saw, but across my X timeline, did you see the people that were somehow posting full movies on X? Dude, there was like I was just scrolling and people were like, "Here's a full movie," and it was literally, and I would like click through it, and I was like, "This is a whole movie," and they're all been taken down now. But it's just like it's insane. It's like I'm risking my account to post this movie, and I'm like, dude, how? I was like, they're gonna come knocking on your door.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I did see, I mean, that's happening on TikTok too. I was scrolling through just yesterday and there was it was like a 90s nostalgia account and they said, "Here's a full episode of Ed, Ed and Eddie with commercials." And it sure enough was like a 30 something
That's
minute
what I'm talking
episode.
about. Well, somebody leaked like like it was the new Avatar movie or something. And it was the full movie, and it was like Nickelodeon's gonna get me or something. But it was the full movie up for like, and I checked back like an hour later, it was still up. And then I checked
Wow.
back a little bit later, and it was like this has been removed due to copyright. But it was like it was crazy. I was like, what the heck? It was insane. All right, Nick, should we check out the B-roll? Oh, it's still generating. Let's see.
Still pending the render. Content actions run automatically. So the fact that it's not showing you a loading screen. I keep checking. Ask it again, what's the status? I don't think it's actually tracking it, so I just want to see.
All right, checking it out.
Feels like it drops.
Still pending.
Still
It says
pending.
re-render is
Okay.
processing. Clip was last updated about a minute ago, so it's actively working through the render. For a
Okay.
62-second clip with B-roll composed, this can take 2 or 3 minutes total. Want me to check again in a bit, or is there anything else I can help with while we wait?
Just let it sit for a minute. I can actually check it on Replicate. Just go look and see if it's went through or not. The last one was 5 minutes ago, and it's already finished.
Don't know if that's me.
It was in the video model. Wait, ID. Interesting. Okay, there it is. Do you know what your prompt was? The one that
image.
Yeah, the breakthrough wall. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the video it generated for you. Actually, kind of impressed. That's pretty good B-roll for what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but I can't see it, man.
I mean, yeah, there was a problem there, but it was a pretty good B-roll. Just trust me, bro.
I'm trusting.
All right, so tell Clippy the B-roll footage is complete. See if you can pull it and add it now.
It's gonna be like, I can't see that.
It should. I'm curious if it stops polling the generations like this. Does it stop the path from providing it into the library? Because everything's going to the user's library. And Clippy knows how to look at what the user has in their library.
Yeah. So this is applying something.
Yeah, so it found it. It was just waiting in between the polling events. So I need to create a backend processing layer that basically re-triggers when. Okay, so that could be for sub-agents, and we could watch the sub-agents progress polling. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just repurpose this to when you ask for B-roll or anything like that, it just has sub-agents handle it, and then the sub-agents will complete the work, and that way you can continue working with Clippy. And then as they complete their work, that gets injected into Clippy's context.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's doing it again. It's applying it again. So one thing I think would be kind of cool here, maybe this is part of the new feature UI, is I know this is like step 2 of 2. If we can have it say like step 2 of, and then whatever the estimate, or maybe like estimated steps as well, just so that they, from a user base, they they can kind of see where they're at along the progress line.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be kind of cool.
That'll be way more doable once we've got better data on around like how many steps it's going to take for certain things. Because right now it's kind of just exploring. Like it doesn't know how long it's going to take to make the thumbnail for everything. Like just looks at tools and everything else. It literally just continues working on the task until it thinks that the task is complete.
That's actually sick.
If one of the tools fail inside of it, like if one of the image models just happen to not be working for some reason, it has fallback models that it'll detect that there's a failure, and it'll just retry it with a new model, so it can kind of just keep the process moving.
Dude, that's sick. You thought of everything, didn't you?
Yeah, still got quite a bit of ways to go, because the problem with thinking of everything is you see all the things that are missing.
Right. All right, so it says applying clip. Okay, B-roll has step 4. Here we go. Seems like that clip is still rendering as well, so I'm curious. Here's to see what it does. How much did this cost me? 165. Okay. I was curious. Wanted to track that too. All right. Plan and generate. Okay, so wait, it's planning and generating B-roll again.
Generate B-roll.
It's doing something. Oh, clip is ready. That was almost 10 clip. So it's supposed to be the very beginning. I guess we'll see.
I'm gonna give it a few more minutes before I pull the logs on that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it the benefit of a doubt and see if it recovers and does all the things. Just because it's one of those examples we can make out of it for the new Clippy agent.
Yeah. All right. Clippy agent part 2 on the way. All right. Let's see here. I have a feeling it's generating a whole new B-roll plan, but I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. All right. Let's see what else is going to pop up across the timeline. Already saw that. Dude, how A16Z edits their stuff is like kind of killer right now. Like all of this stuff is so sick.
So I just noticed the stutter that I was having, which is it's only happening in the advanced editor so far, from what I can tell. I just tested from library and just previewing and things that way, and it wasn't stuttering or anywhere. So that means...
I don't think the caption shrinking happens in the advanced. I think it only happens in the quick clip. So I think it's opposite for that problem I was telling you about.
Okay, that's even weirder because they're supposed to be unified now.
Well, I haven't tried it since you saw the first part. So
okay.
So I could definitely try that again in a little bit. What is this? Idle max? I don't even know what that means. Dude, what? Imagine Planetary Polymarket Air Agents. I built an open source intelligence platform tracking 1,600 objects in real time across the globe. What?
Got me in the way of it. I can't see.
Look at this.
Tracking objects. Okay. I've been seeing a lot of these pop up. They're
Yeah,
so
I have
cool though.
too.
It's like I saw one that was Palantir for vacations, like personal family vacations.
Yeah, I saw one too, and it was like you could plan it out. Yeah, I saw that.
So somebody was asking, is like, where's Palantir for kids' birthday parties? And there was like a dashboard for that. It was like,
Dude,
come
there's
on,
gonna
guys.
be that's gonna be a whole new that's gonna be a whole new market, dude.
I'm not gonna
No
lie.
way.
I kind of wanted to put together my own Palantir dashboard of some sort.
Do it. Dude, there's the
What is-
cyber taxi, dude. Cyber cab. Dude, they're kind of big.
They're supposed to be completely.
There's no
driverless,
steering
like,
wheel.
Yeah,
There's
all automated.
yep. What is this?
I've got a buddy that put some pre-orders in for some cyber cabs. He's gonna start basically taxiing them.
Well, yeah, because you can. That was like the biggest thing. Have you seen their Tesla semis are insane?
Yeah,
Have
so
you seen
this
the
is
Tesla semis
something that they unveiled like
a while ago?
2014, 2015, something like that. Because I remember back in the 2016 presidential election, Andrew Yang was running for president, and one of the big things that he kept bringing up was we needed to start pushing for UBI, for universal basic income, mainly because he kind of saw the future of self-driving
Look at that.
vehicles. And well, like think about it like this. Right now in America, the number one job occupation that we have is truck drivers.
Really?
There are more truck drivers than any other job in this country. And
That's insane.
if we go to start replacing the most populated job with automated positions like that, where do those truck drivers go? They have to be reskilled and retaught to do new things in new positions. And that's a huge
Wow.
shift in the workforce for just them alone. Now think about the exact same thing that's happening with AI. That all these people that get pushed out of their jobs by AI, they have to go somewhere else and find something new and do something else. And so that's more jobs being taken away that could be available for whoever else is coming up. The job market's going to be depleted because of the future advances and everything. We'll create more jobs, sure. There's going to be plenty of jobs being created in the fly, but
it's going to be like babysitting an agent until it's ready. Yeah,
and that's going to be for people that do take the initiative to
PhD
learn.
in that, so he's safe.
I don't know if I told you, but I did some math yesterday. I'm up to 18 agents that I have to communicate with on a daily basis.
18?
18 agents day to day just to
So
do my work.
you have a Hermes. How many does that have within Hermes?
Hermes plus 10 total, counting all of that. The Hermes has not. It's the Hermes and 9 others. They're all up above me right now working.
Nick just sits in his command center looking up at his Hermes.
Yeah, we've got a whole dashboard seeing all 10 of them, what they're working on, their agendas are.
That's the future, though. It's just going to be somebody sitting down. There's going to be a whole bunch of Macs around them, and they're going to be looking at screens.
I've got 10 agents on that screen. Usually there's 2 on the screen and 4 on the screen. So...
All right. So is this what you're talking about? The thing you wanted to see here with a complete generated.
So it shows you that, so you can open that. That's not the one that I saw.
So I made a new one.
Let me go.
What? Hold up. Why is there? I mean, I guess it is Snapchat, but like for me, I'm sorry. This killed me. Like if this was the first hook of something. Like, look at this. He has 3 arms.
Okay, so
Look at this.
So I need to change our text model to a better model now. That's weird that it even created the multiple hands like that, because the image model behind this one's Flux 2 Max, and it's a really good model.
Well, so I could tell it's thinking, okay, Snapchat, okay, camera. That's what I'm seeing here, and same with like the phone. But it's just funny because it's like these are like old cameras and an old dude behind a wall with like a giant hole. Like look at all this. You got these high-tech phones, and then we got all these like old school cameras. This dude is like the god of cameras, it looks like. Okay, so let's see if it's re-rendering. Once the render finishes, your clip will open with a dramatic concrete wall cracking open to real light, perfectly setting up Evan Spiegel's words about being attracted to hard problems. All right. So now we wait.
I like that it knew that it had to render like that too to be processed.
So the one thing I'm noticing from just how we've been testing this from a user perspective is it looks like we got charged for the render you saw that we didn't see, and then this one. So we need to somehow figure out maybe if it knows, maybe if there's like a fail safe or something, if it knows something hasn't been applied correctly, or if it does like a system check or something, it can refund that to the person, or something around that, or if we just dial it in. Whatever you think would be easier. But I'm curious to see if this
I
applies.
may have to add a new layer to that. Yeah, the B-roll being applied wasn't working either before, was it?
I didn't get the B-roll apply on the first one. So like from there, like I think we need to get it to somehow, like, let's look at this first prompt. So it did this, right? It gave me the cost estimate, it told me what I'll get, told me to approve it. So I approved it. And then it just randomly said still pending, the render with B-roll compose is still processing. That's when you told me to check the status. Said it was still pending. Told it would take 2 to 3 minutes, but then you said on your end you were seeing it. You see that it came through. But then when I said the B-roll footage is complete and try to add it now, it redid the whole process and applied it. So maybe that's because maybe, I don't know, maybe you would know. But so this prompt right here where it gave me the ready plan and we just said yes, should we change that to apply it? Because that's the only thing I changed is I said B-roll footage is complete, try it and add it now. I don't know. Or do we show them? Or do we show them, like, do we give them a little notification saying your B-roll's done? Do you want to apply it or something like the chips you're talking about?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the chips would be a good place to put this in. Okay, I'm gonna work on. I've got a file being worked on now of fixes. Then I'm working on another file of fixes to be worked on after this one, and then I got a few more after that.
Let's see once this re-renders what it's gonna, if it's gonna play, and then we'll kind of chop up our B-roll testing. I can already tell though from where I first have played around with CLIPIT and the outputs I used to get till now, I have definitely seen a pretty big increase in output, like how it's talking to me and the outputs and like how it's thinking and how it's responding back to me has been a lot better. I have noticed.
Yeah, definitely have made some evolutionary changes since the beginning. Like it's been even the models that we started off with in the beginning are way different, way more powerful.
Yeah.
And then my harness updates just the other day. It's a whole new beast.
I was gonna say, like I can just, and even like just how it's responding and how the graphs get laid out, and just how it's responding is really nice. One thing I'm thinking about too for mobile users, I know there's this, like, you can click this link and see the B-roll, but I have a feeling in mobile use that might be an issue for people because it's going to take them to a new like tab and they have to like exit out of it. For desktop, I think it's okay, but okay, keep that renders. No, that's not what I wanted. That's okay. See if this populates here a little bit. So this should take 1 to 2 minutes. Got it. What was the name of the what?
I
What
was
was
just gonna say, what were you doing here? Wasn't watching. Is it generating B-roll again or applying it?
It's applying, so start rendering.
Oh,
But I'm curious because I know you say you can do at B-roll.
Mhm.
Yeah, it looks like there's 2 breakthrough walls.
I need to add that into the library as well.
Yeah, that might be nice to have
Definitely.
as like a. It might be nice too to see it in one of these, maybe in this tab too, or one of these tabs on the side.
Yeah, like at the bottom there, if it's already populated some for you, you can just reuse it.
Yeah, like if you have a generic one that you kind of tend to use.
Yeah.
Or whatever, or there's one in the past that you've liked.
That way you don't have to remake them every time.
Yeah, just if somebody wants to go a little faster or something. All right, and then we'll see here. But that, of course, can be part of the new UI. I think I have spots in there that we could just repurpose. That I was showing you. Come on, Clippy.
Kind of weird. How long of a clip was that?
It's only 62 seconds. It's taking longer than the actual full process. So we'll see. It says it's still rendering.
My browser just warned me that the CLIPIT site was acting slow.
Really?
That's weird.
Don't mind me just breaking stuff. Breaking stuff that you build.
That's how it check goes. The logs.
That's how this process goes, guys. If you don't know, Nick builds something great. I hop on it and I break it on purpose.
It does it to me every day.
No, like literally, like I'm like, Nick, something's broken. He'll go refresh. I'm like, oh, it's fixed.
Yeah, usually
like,
that does fix it.
Yeah, the other day he was like, "Did you try to refresh yet?" And I was like, "No, I didn't know I needed to." He's like, "Refresh," and it worked. And then there's other times where like you guys saw today, I start playing a video and it's skipping, and Nick is like, "What did you do?" So some of the stuff I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing around with it.
So I'm looking at the logs for your rendering, and I can see it's pushing it through.
Yeah.
It did time out for the first a couple of attempts, but then it caught itself and started rendering it.
Really?
Yeah, so it grabbed the thumbnail. Looking at that. And it ran it through the clips ID path.
Oh. Going black, and now it's back. Let's see.
There's your thumbnails coming in again. Direct playback URL generated for video. So it should be ready. That's not showing it for you. Let's see, maybe it's doing something else. I can see the video ID for it that it created now.
Yeah.
What's it doing here?
Let's see what this clip is.
Looks like it's
the way that we build.
Dude, I broke the caption thing. Oh, yeah, I got the clip processing failed just now.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, okay. Let me give it a few seconds, see if these errors fall through. Polling for D retries. Webhook retry worker.
The way that we build products at Snapchat is just fundamentally different.
Dude, I don't know. This is what I'm talking about. Remember how yesterday I was like, I turned off the captions and I turned them on and then they didn't come back? I did it again. I don't know. I turned it off once.
Than anywhere else. in the
I'm
world.
not getting
And so
that.
I've
But if I export, I think if I export, I get the captions.
And didn't you say a refresh fixes it?
Well, I just tried to refresh.
Oh,
I'm gonna download this, see if it works.
is it every video?
Well, the way I got around it last time is I just re-uploaded the video and it worked. So it seems like there's something within that, like.
So many random little edge cases.
Well, like
So
well, it's good that we're finding it. It's good that we're finding
Yeah,
it. But like, I turned it off once.
It's just a crazy weird.
But it's good that it's like crazy little weird and not like fundamentally snapped in half, broken in 1,000 pieces on the floor.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm sure you're like, but I can put the pieces back together and not find this random unicorn that's
right.
hiding
Like honestly, I'd rather it be broken in half. I can glue it back
'Cause you know
together
where to
and get
go.
it going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these ones, it's like, why does the captions disappear when I turned it off one time?
Right. Like there could be any number of things for some of these bugs, and it's just like the speaking stuttering thing, like that could be because of the editing updates that we made last night. Sure, I
But
can see
when
it.
the rendering stopped, it was fine.
I don't know.
It could be all of that. Okay, I just downloaded this, so I want to see if it has the captions. Okay, so no, it doesn't. It's like as soon as I turn it off, it's like pre-selected, having no captions. It says they're on. I have them on. Maybe if I choose a different.
So I've yet
to
see someone
on
come into Snapchat with all.
That clip was also 11 seconds.
Different than anywhere else in the world. And so I've yet to see someone come into Snapchat with all the skills and all the understanding.
Wonder if that's also could be a reason. But it's funny because you see in these cards down here, I don't know if you can see, but in the cards down here, I could see captions burnt in already.
Yeah. I don't know. Let me fix this. Okay, so I've got one plan being worked on, new plan made. So now I'm going to do the captions plan. Well, just lining up the list in my head.
Hey, it's good. It's good that we have a list.
Yeah, my list was already looking kind of low. So,
well, to be fair, you did like speed run. You did like how fast can I build a product in like a day and a half?
I just got things done and was like, well, what's next? So.
I love this right here. Bubbles here that you have that highlight them. It's perfect. You can now search within the transcript. So are we going to remove this transcript?
Yeah, ideally, because it's kind of redundant now at this point.
Yeah. We could just put the clips in here. I like it. Yeah, I can't believe
problem in Snapchat.
All right, so you see how these say, I just noticed this. I just saw that these say popular. Is this because do you have something tied in that ranks what cash styles people are using? No? It's just
no, it's just basically saying that's the most popular because we put a hard-coded tag in there to say it's the most popular. Mainly because it's the most popular use off of the criteria that the agent looked for whenever it was installing the new fonts.
Got it. Just curious. Never know.
But we will be able to do that once we do more with how the analytics are being handled and everything.
I'm sure. All right. Well, we messed around with B-roll. We found some cool bugs. We also found that I tend to break the product more than I help it, which is not a bad thing. But yeah, I mean, for you guys that have been following along with us from day one, ultimately, we have come a long way. We have gone from a simple product to an advanced product to an even more advanced product, and we still have a lot more to do. And some of the recent, I'll probably put out a tweet or something about some of the recent stuff that we've pushed within the last couple weeks. But we've done social publishing. You can now hook up your social media accounts. I can show you guys that here. So you can connect all your accounts here. You can schedule and publish. You can track your analytics. So you can hook up your accounts. You can see when you posted. You can now tell CLIPIT to help publish the clip for you as well. So that's been integrated. CLIPIT's also been upgraded. We're working on B-roll stuff right now. And kind of our next big thing is just kind of dialing in the new front end that we want to slap on top of this and make it nice and fix all those kind of weird little bugs. That's just like, how does that even happen? Like the stuff we kind of experienced today.
But
that's
I bet you didn't even tell them about Hermes.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Hermes. Yes, we have. I have told them, but
Okay.
I've told them before. But yes. So actually, this actually might be good. Nick, talk Hermes. What do people have to do to set this up? How easy is it? How simple is it? What can it do for them?
Well, there's two ways to look at it. The easy way is already having Hermes installed, so I don't have to explain how to install all those things. Honestly, there's plenty of YouTube videos out there, so I'll kind of save my breath when they could do it better anyways. If you don't have Hermes installed, that's step one, because you can't have an agent to connect to this if you don't have the agent. So step two is once you have your Hermes agent installed and it's all running and you kind of tweaked it out how you want to and you're ready to connect it to Clippy, you'll click that green quick connect button in the top right. And then once you click it, it's going to give you an API key and a command that you'll copy and paste. You literally click on the copy button on the screen that it shows you, and you drop that into your Hermes agent wherever you talk to it, if it's Discord or the UI, whatever, and that's it. You click one button, you copy, and you paste. That's it.
That's it, huh?
I made it that easy. And so then what it'll do is it'll review, like I've got a public skill for how the agents can use the platform. And so it reviews that skill, it'll install it for itself, and then it'll use the API key that creates for your account when you click the button. It'll install the API key for itself to use. And so then you can just tell your agent, hey, I've got this YouTube video or got this video in my folder over here. Can you send that to the Clippy agent and get some clips made for it? And then your Hermes agent will go grab that video, send it off to our agent. Our agent will handle all the B-roll and all the thumbnails and all the clipping down, and it sends it back to your agent. Then your agent says, hey, I'm such a good assistant. I went and got 5 clips for you for this, that, and the other,
Sick. So that's all I got to do, huh?
Yeah, that easy.
Love it. So guys, we have Hermes integrated into CLIPIT. But here's the other cool thing, guys. If you are technically a technical nerd, like a lot of people in this space, and you have Hermes set up, you can do it that way. But if you're a normal person, somebody that maybe can't set up a Hermes, doesn't want to set up an open claw, can't afford the device or not, or whatever it is, here's the other cool part. You can just go to our URL, clipit.dev, and use Clippy built into the browser, right? That's all I got to do for that as well. So you get the best of both worlds. If you want to connect your Hermes, go ahead. If you're like, oh man, I just want to simply clip videos, go to the URL, and the agent's built into the platform for you. It has all the tools. Like Hermes doesn't get anything special, right? Like they get the same tool calls. So you can do the same thing with either one, and you don't need to worry about having any special hardware or specific, anything. Just come to the URL and you'll start having an agent that can clip for you.
Yep.
It's one thing that we think is really important. So yeah, we're moving super fast. As you know, Nick will just continue to improve this product. Even if I don't give him stuff to do, he will find stuff to do. So just know that we have a long way to go. Kind of in our roadmap, first we did Remotion, then we were fixing bugs, and then we got social publishing, and then we're upgrading Clippy, and then we got API for Hermes, and now we're just kind of moving on to the rest of the roadmap, which is like new UI, integrating. Actually, we had a good meeting today. It's something we'll probably announce at a later date, but we have some things coming for when we get a little more dialed in, and when we want to turn on subscriptions, which I'm kind of excited for, and we'll see. We'll do some documentation around that and see if the platform that we want to kind of integrate with is a good fit. But so excited for that. So there's some cool things to come. If you guys are new or just tuning in, or you just want to sign up on the site, a couple ways you can do that. You can reach out to us through DM, either the CLIPIT page or my personal. If you don't know my personal, it is on a lot of the CLIPIT stuff already. So you can come here, CLIPIT Dev on X. You can reach out through a DM. You can join the CLIPIT Council there, reach out, get some codes. The only way to use our platform right now is through these credits that we give. In the future, anybody will be able to buy credits. We just want to, we're still in a closed beta. So we want to have people come in, get feedback, use the product. And then when we have everything kind of laid out, we'll turn on subscriptions so that people can just buy credits if they need. That's how you can use our platform. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to keep building away. I go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If not, there'll be a tweet saying, it's delayed or it's pushed back or it's early. But yeah, and this is Nick, our other co-founder. He's the CTO and the engineer and the wizard behind all things CLIPIT. So actually, one thing I want to click on real quick is I had some people reach out about bugs. And I think I need to double click on this because I don't know if people know about this. But Nick has built in this little help button here where you can click this, and then I'll move us real quick. And then you can see, the help center, you can editor, video attach. Essentially, it gets a little more detailed. So if you guys are having issues, just in terms of how we want to log stuff, I'd highly recommend you guys go into this and just inserting whatever you find here. It just helps it cleaner, and it gives us a detailed report. That's one thing I just wanted to click on real quick. But that being said, y'all, Nick, do you have anything before we hop off?
Nope, I think we've covered it all.
Man with many words. All right. So, yeah, guys, I will catch y'all tomorrow. Check out CLIPIT. It's free. There's no reason you guys shouldn't be using it. Just reach out, give us feedback. All right, y'all. Catch you tomorrow.
See ya.